Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5.
Well, I'm meeting with Kevin Warsh today, so I'm meeting with him.
Donald Trump has nominated the conservative economist Kevin Warsh as the new chair of the U.S. Federal Reserve. The 55-year-old, who served as a Fed governor from 2006 to 2011, is an outspoken critic of the central bank. Trump's pick is a rare candidate who appears to appease both the president and investors. The central bank has been under political pressure from the White House about how it sets interest rates. Mr. Trump had been expected to nominate a successor to Jerome Powell, whose term ends in May. The president has frequently criticized Powell for not cutting interest rates faster. Syria's government has reached a deal with the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces militia alliance that would see the gradual integration of Kurdish forces and institutions into the state. This comes after weeks of clashes which saw Syrian troops reclaim large swathes of territory in the northeast that had been under SDF control for more than a decade. US envoy Tom Barrack called it a profound and historic milestone in Syria's journey toward national reconciliation, unity and enduring stability. Earlier this month, and after its major territorial losses, the SDF agreed to a ceasefire, but reports of clashes continued. Israeli media report that a senior security source has said the military accepts more than 70,000 Palestinians have been killed during the war in Gaza. Israel had previously cast doubt on the figures from the Hamas-run health ministry, but their figures have been deemed reliable by the UN and other human rights groups and widely cited by international media. The war began after the Hamas-led attack on southern Israel on the 7th of October 2023, when around 1,200 other people were killed and 251 taken hostage. Israel responded by launching a military campaign in Gaza, during which more than 71,660 people have been killed, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. Burkina Faso's junta has announced a ban on all political parties whose activities have been suspended since the military seized power in 2022. Junta leader Captain Ibrahim Traoré has been criticized for suppressing dissent, and the move will be seen as the latest move to tighten control. According to Burkina Faso's interior minister, the ban is part of plans to rebuild the state after what he said were numerous abuses. Parties were previously banned from holding public gatherings, but the new decree stops them from operating altogether. The former CNN host Don Lemon has been arrested after he entered a Minnesota church and filmed anti-immigration enforcement protesters as they disrupted a service. Lemon was taken into custody by federal agents while in Los Angeles covering the Grammy Awards. His lawyer said Don will fight these charges vigorously and thoroughly in court. Lemon went into the city's church in St. Paul on the 19th of January with a group of protesters who said one of the pastors was an immigration and customs enforcement official. A mayor in the Philippines has survived a rocket launcher attack on his vehicle in broad daylight. CCTV footage captured the moment when one of the attackers fired at the SUV carrying Mayor Ahmad Mitra Ampatuan, causing an explosion. Ampatuan's car is seen stopping briefly and driving away after the hit. The mayor survived the grenade attack, but according to military reports, 2 of his security guards were injured. At least 3 attackers were killed by police, according to media sources.
Here we go again.
Cinemas in South Africa will not be showing the documentary about the US First Lady Melania Trump that was released today. The South African distributor Filmfinity has decided not to release it. The film Melania is not promoted on the websites of the country's main cinema chains either. Relations between the US and South Africa have seriously deteriorated over the past year. Amazon reportedly paid $35 million to market the film. And footage has been released of the moment a boiler house, the largest structure in Nottinghamshire's West Burton A power station, was demolished using explosives. It's part of work to turn the site into the UK's first prototype commercial nuclear fusion reactor. Developers said the boiler house was the single largest structure on the site and housed 4 boilers, which each fed cooling towers. The plant closed in March 2023, and the site is due to be cleared by 2028.
And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.